Hi, my name is Ben Johnson. I am the product director for the Colt series by Open Range. It's a brand new series for us. I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking about some of the highlighted features that make the Colt special. We're going to start on the outside of the coach and then we'll go to the inside and talk about a few things on the inside. We're here at the front of the coach and I want to talk about our frame. Everything is built on the frame. It's the foundation of the unit. And one of the things that makes our frame special is we do have fully integrated A-frames. And what that means is, if you can see, the A-frame actually cuts through the main frame instead of sitting. A lot of our competitors will have their A-frame sitting underneath and welded to the bottom of the frame. Our A-frames actually draw upon the strength of the overall frame by cutting through it. There's more welds, more inches of welds there. And then it also does fasten back against the I-beam a few feet back. So just a much more solid application, a better way to tie the A-frame in with the main frame. A couple other things up here in the front area. We do have a full rock guard right here that helps with road debris. We have double wide corner molds on the outside of our coach. So on the front walls and the back walls, you have to cover these seams up. The sidewall and the front wall come together and we have what are called double wide corner molds. Basically, you put your thumb up to it. Ours is almost double the width of a human thumb. And so basically that just guarantees that we're going to cover this very important area with corner mold or seals. So it's a very nice feature, a little attention to detail thing for us that we do at Open Range. Heading around the side of the coach, you'll see that this has corrugated metal. One thing that you might not notice, we use a mesa crimp metal. And basically what that means is there's little crimps inside these bigger crimps. Anytime you crimp metal or bend metal, it makes it stronger. And so if you look closely, you can see just little crimps in here. So these are crimped, hundreds of times on the side of this coach. So it makes this sidewall very strong and very sturdy. Gonna last for a very long time. Heading down the coach here, we do have galvanized steel wheel wells. Again, like the rock guard, we want to protect the coach from road debris. So when that trailer's going down the road and those tires are spinning and kicking up rocks and water and whatnot, having a galvanized wheel well right there is a very nice feature for us. Solid step, the MORRIDE step above solid step, that's on our regular Colt series as a standard feature. Very solid step. You're entering and exiting the coach. It's a very important area. Having a wider top tread is another feature that's nice. Just helps if you're carrying groceries in the coach and you can't see where you're walking, maybe it's at night. Having that wider top tread, just a safety feature. And then just overall how solid those steps are, it's a nice feature. Large fold-away grab handle, again, safety feature, convenience feature, helps you get in and out of the coach much more easily. Power awning with integrated LED light, that's a standard feature for us. Let's head back here. On-demand tankless water heater is now a standard feature on the Colt series. No more having to take an RV shower. Everybody that's camped for years knows what an RV shower is. On-demand water heaters are great. They give you endless hot water supply. Don't have to take those quick 1 minute and 2 minute showers anymore. It's a nice feature for us. We're happy to have it. We also have prep for a number of things on this coach. It's prepped for a roof ladder. It's prepped for a backup camera, and it's prepped for solar. So all of those things are scalable. They're easy to add. All the prep work is done for you. So either yourself or your dealer can add those very easily. We're going to head to the inside of the coach and talk about some of the highlighted features on the inside of the coach. So follow me in. We're here on the inside of a 26 dB Colt. I want to talk about some of the features that make the inside special, and we're going to start back here in the bathroom and the bunk area on this model, and then move forward and talk about the kitchen and then the bedroom. In the bathroom area, we do have above all of our tubs and showers a skylight. It just gives you a little bit extra headroom, brings in a lot of light. It's a nice feature. So a lot of our competitors will just have a fan that will double in that area. So we do have a skylight and a bath fan in our bathrooms. We do have tub surround around all of our tubs and showers. And then all of our toilets are soft close marine grade toilets. So well-appointed bathroom for sure. We also here in the bunk area, we have a double over double bunk design. Anytime we have a double over double, the ratings for each of the bunks is going to be 600 pounds. We put extra framing in there, extra support. Our belief is if you're going to market it and sell it as a double bunk, you need to put double the capacity on there. Not a lot of our competitors do that. So again, peace of mind, strength, quality. If you've got some big teenagers that go with you, you can have them sleep on here comfortably. Another feature on a lot of our models, the bottom bunk, storage is always at a premium, and you're always looking for places to put coolers, maybe even a bike on the inside of your coaches when you're traveling. And it's just a little feature. It's a hinged mattress with a hinge below it, and you pull that up and you got all that storage all the way back. Again, coolers, bikes, anything extra that you might want to slide back there. It's a nice little added feature. We're going to head into the kitchen area here. I'm going to talk about the appliances. There's a lot of things to talk about with the appliances. First thing I want to point out is we do have a recessed oven, range top and oven with a glass top. Being recessed is a nice feature. It essentially gives you when you're not using the range top with this nice glass cover, and it is tempered glass, so you have much less worry of it shattering or breaking. But having it recessed gives you an extra bit of countertop space. Maybe pizza boxes, bread, anything like that. You set it on there, and it's not sitting quite as high as some of our competitors might. Another really cool feature, I think, the safety feature for us is when these range tops are turned on and there's gas coming to it, it'll actually turn red. So I think that's a great safety feature. Sometimes you just bump into them and you don't even know it. With the older style, having a light on there that would tell you that there is gas coming out is a nice safety feature. Nice oversized oven, 17-inch oven. It's got a glass viewing area in it. Range top fan, and then microwave above it. We do have an oversized 12-volt refrigerator. 12-volt refrigerators are very efficient, become very popular in the industry. Having a freezer and a refrigerator gives you that extra little bit of storage that is always important to campers. Our countertops in our kitchen area, we're going to use pressed membrane countertops. Basically, the advantage or the benefit of pressed membrane countertops is you no longer have edge band sealing on the edges here. So if you can imagine you're cleaning your dishes, you're cleaning off your countertop, and you got water that might spill off and whatnot. When you have those edge bands, it just acts like a catch. It just catches that water, and then that water gets down inside the countertop system, and then the countertops might swell over time. When you don't have that, there's much less chance for that to happen. So the water just comes off. The other thing that it allows you to do is to have under-mounted sinks. Again, similarly, if you're making dinner and you're chopping vegetables over here and you just want to slide them into the sink, that's a nice feature for having an under-mounted sink. But also, anytime you get water or anything, you just slide it in and it goes right into the sink. It's a nice convenience feature for our customers. Nice high-rise faucet. So again, you can clear your pots and pans underneath here. We do still have a lot of competitors that would have a faucet that would come down here, and it's just not quite as user-friendly. Nice oversized windows in the kitchen wherever we can have them. This is off the off-door side, but having that light come in is a really nice feature on a lot of our floor plans. All of our cabinet doors, we'll talk about those for a minute. We're going to have hardwood cabinet doors and hardwood drawer fronts. We do have a lot of competitors that use a little bit lower quality, the MDF type doors, and again, those over time can, they can warp, they don't fit as well, and it's just a higher quality cabinet that we feel is very important that we provide for our customers. Another feature that we have that you don't often see down in this Colt, in the Colt price point segment, are hidden hinges. That would be these right here. Not seeing them is a very residential quality or a residential feature, so aesthetically we feel like they look nice, but practically one of the best things about hidden hinges is that they're adjustable. So if you can imagine, this trailer over the life of the coach is going to be going down the road and bouncing, and you're going to have stuff inside the cabinets that might bump into the doors. Naturally, those doors will shift. They'll sag and whatnot over time. Having a hinge that you can very easily adjust with a screw brings it right back up, and they'll look nicer for longer. Great feature for this product. We're going to work very hard to have charging points, places for power. So we have an outlet here. We have USB A and C for those of you that have the newer phones that don't use the USB-A. And then if you have a coffee maker or whatnot, we do have outlets in the kitchen area for that. We're going to head into the bedroom area next, finish up the tour. So follow me into the bedroom. We're here in the bedroom of, again, 26 DB Colt. First thing you'll notice is it is a walk-around queen bed. So this is a 60-inch wide. All of our queens on our Colt series are a full 60-inch wide. Nice, we feel that's a nice feature. It's a minimum that we feel makes it comfortable for couples to sleep. And all of our walk-around beds are going to have an easy lift strut underneath to get to the storage underneath, so you're not having to muscle the bed up and hold it up with your shoulder while you're trying to get stuff. It does have a strut that will keep the bed up for you. We have an elevated shirt closet. Obviously this area is for sleeping, and being comfortable when you sleep and getting a good night's sleep is very important. And so having a free unencumbered space on either side of the bed is important, we feel. A lot of people will sleep with their arms out and whatnot, and just less chance of bumping into stuff. So we have what we call floating shirt closets that give you a full nightstand on either side. Each side is going to have a power outlet. So if you have a CPAP machine, obviously charging your phones, alarm clocks, you got ability to power on either side, and then just plenty of space to put stuff on either side of the bed. Mirrored shirt closets. There's a hanging rod in there, and then an overhead shelf. Which is a nice storage area. Gives you tons of space above the bed. Another thing I'd like to talk about are the air conditioning vents. So when we have a roof mount air conditioner, which we have on most of our models, and then ducting in the roof, again, on most of our Colt models, we're going to use directional and closable air conditioning vents. One of the big benefits of that would be that you can dictate where that air is going. Seems like a small thing. You might not pay attention to it when you're looking at trailers, but if you can think about, certain people don't like to have air on their face when they're sleeping, certain people do. And so with our trailer, you have the ability to dictate that. You can make sure that cold air is blowing on you here in bed, or you can face it towards the wall. With a lot of Brand X models, you're at the mercy of wherever they decide to install that vent. If it's facing towards the wall, that's where it is. It's fixed. That's where it's going. So we feel like that, again, that's a little convenience feature, a little added feature that you get with our trailers. In the end, we want you to be comfortable and enjoy the overall experience. So hope you enjoyed the tour. Again, check us out on our website, openrangerv.com. We've got full walk-around tours and then a number of other videos that we do on our products. Appreciate it and have a good day.